So you want to hear my hot take on plus size travel and why I think every plus size traveler should get a free second and even third seat on an airplane? Then you better keep watching and sign my petition to make some real change. Let's just state facts. Plus size travelers need more space. And many people agree that plane seats are too small, even for the average size person. As a plus size traveler myself, I know how uncomfortable and unsafe it can be to squeeze into a tiny airplane seat. We are not asking for special treatment or luxury accommodations. We simply want enough space to travel comfortably and safely without fear of being discriminated against because of our size. It's truly that simple. If you agree that every traveler deserves to fly comfortably and without fear of discrimination, then go ahead and please sign my petition and share it with everybody that you know. Let's work together to make air travel more inclusive and accommodating for everyone.
Accessibility is for everyone. No one should feel ashamed or embarrassed for using the tools they need to navigate the world. Your worth is not determined by your size or ability. You deserve to feel comfortable and confident wherever you go. Using mobility aids is a sign of strength and self-care, not weakness or defeat. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise. Don't let anyone else's opinions or judgments hold you back from living your life to the fullest. You are capable and worthy of all the things you desire. Your body is worthy of respect and care, regardless of its size or shape.
Alright guys, so on this episode of Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff World, we have to talk about a plus size influencer by the name of Miss Jae'lynn Chaney, who has accumulated fame on TikTok playing victim, right? Because she is plus size and she feels like the world is not built for plus size people, okay? That she's been discriminated against because she's overweight, right? In this case, you know, she is probably far more overweight than the average overweight person, okay? I mean, I'm just saying. But she feels like that airlines, okay, are not treating plus size people properly. In fact, she says that she's been discriminated against. This is not the first time I've done stories like this. But she feels like the airlines not only should protect big people from harassment, but they even need to go as far as to offer free seats for plus size people, okay, and refunds for plus size people who have to purchase upgrades in order to fly comfortably on their flight. Take a look.
Have you heard stories of plus size travelers being ridiculed, humiliated, or even removed from flights because of their size? It's a common fear among the plus size community, and it's absolutely unacceptable. Join my petition calling on the FAA to require all airlines to have a written official customer of size policy for plus size travelers. This policy will provide accessible additional seats, clear communication, reimbursement, accommodations, and employee training. As my petition states, all plus size passengers should be provided with an additional seat or 2 or 3 depending on their size and need during a flight for comfort. Under this policy, airlines should also offer a straightforward refund process for those who are buying additional seats independently. Under this policy, employees must be trained to handle sensitive situations and provide appropriate customer service. Sign this petition to demand that airlines take concrete steps towards making air travel more inclusive and accommodating for all passengers. Let's ensure that everybody can fly comfortable without fear of discrimination. Sign my petition now. Link in bio.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Boy, these grips are getting more creative by the day, right? I mean, like, let's be honest. This is a grip, okay? This is a grip. This is, look at me. I'm fat, right? I'm obese. Boo-hoo. Obese people are marginalized. We're discriminated against. And we're going to make all these demands and changes because we need something to fight for, right? We need something to boo-hoo, whine, and complain about. Incredible stuff, right? Social media is a hell of an invention. It has really allowed people with no talent or people who contribute nothing really positive to humanity to have a platform and a voice. It truly is fascinating stuff. So let's read about this because, again, this person is making a lot of demands here and she's going super viral for basically demanding special rights and privileges for obese people. So without further ado, let's get into it. A plus-size travel social media influencer demanded that airlines better accommodate larger passengers when traveling. Jae'lynn Chaney from Vancouver, Washington, started the change.org petition, quote, demand for the FAA to protect plus-size customers, detailing several demands to ensure larger passengers can fly without issues. Chaney kicked off the petition claiming she and her fiance were subjected to discrimination on a recent flight from Pascal, Washington to Denver, which roughly takes just over 2 hours. She claims other passengers refused to sit next to them, with the pair receiving hateful comments and disapproving looks while traveling. Quote, as plus-size travelers, my partner and I have unfortunately experienced discrimination and discomfort while flying, the content creator wrote in her petition. The influencer wrote it was not the first time she felt discomfort while flying. Yeah, so again, this person says they were discriminated against. That her and her fiance, I'm guessing this guy right here, okay, they were, being discriminated against. I don't know, maybe got some dirty looks, right? People said mean things to them because they're big. Now, look, I've been on a lot of flights, and I can say I've never personally experienced this, right? I've never personally experienced people getting berated or picked on because of their size, okay? But I have read stories of people who have complained about sitting next to big people, okay? Because people who are, exceptionally big, they do take up a lot of space. And those seats aren't built for normal sized people, right? So when a abnormal sized person gets in one of those seats, yeah, they're going to be taking up space and they're going to be rubbing against other folks. And a lot of people just don't want to be touched, right? They don't want to be touched. And I think that considering how expensive some of these airline seats are, I think that people should be able to fly comfortably without having to rub up against another individual because they're too big, right? Which is why I agree with the standard policy that most airlines have in regards to big people who are too big for seats, which is to buy 2 seats, right? You need to buy 2 seats or you need to upgrade to like first class, okay? But this person apparently wants, big people not to have to pay for being big, okay, for being bigger than normal. She actually wants them to be reimbursed. So let's read a little bit more here. Quote, on another flight, I was forced to occupy only one seat with immovable armrests that caused me pain and bruises, she wrote, citing that when she and her fiance purchased extra seats on their own, they are still mistreated by other passengers and airline staff. Again, this is a classic woe is me, I'm a victim, therefore I demand this, that, and the other story. Chaney said her experiences flying caused her, quote, pain and vulnerability, and that the airline companies have responsibility to consider people of larger size when booking flights, and is requesting the FAA to step in and enforce her demand. Yeah, so they need the government to come in and tell airlines to treat big people better, right? Absolutely incredible stuff. Quote, the FAA must require all airlines to implement a clear customer of size policy that prioritizes the comfort and well-being of all passengers. This policy should include clear guidelines on accommodating larger passengers, such as providing larger seats, seatbelt extenders, and alternative seating arrangements, Chaney wrote in the petition. Well, you know what I think? I think they should start charging by the pound, right? They should start charging by the pound because I don't think it's fair for somebody who's of normal size, okay, or that weighs less, to have to pay for the fuel that is used to haul bigger folks or people that weigh more across the country, okay? Because jet fuel and the expenses associated with that is a major expense, right? So the more you weigh, right, which means the more luggage you're going to have to carry, the more stuff you're going to have to carry on the flight, the more you're disproportionately costing the airline more, which those costs are spread out over everybody, right? They don't charge plane tickets based off how big you are. Again, unless you're so big that you need to take up 2. But I'm just saying, in general, most oversized people, they're going to squeeze into the standard seat, right? They're going to squeeze you in there, okay? But because you weigh more, 100 or 200 pounds more than the average person, you're actually costing everybody else more because the airline has to pay for that. And those costs are spread out among everybody else. So yeah, I think that we should be charging by the pound, right? I mean, anything else that you deliver, okay, or that you transport across the country, you're going to charge by the pound. You're going to charge by weight. I don't know why we don't do that for airlines, okay? I'm just saying, maybe we should charge by the pound. I'm just saying, I think that's fair. Quote, all plus-size passengers should be provided with an extra seat or even 2 or 3 seats depending on their size to accommodate their needs and ensure their comfort during the flight, the influencer wrote. Bro, 3 extra seats. Bro, if you need 3 extra seats, bro, you got a problem, dog. You got a problem. For plus-size passengers who purchase extra seats on their own, Chaney wants the airlines to fully reimburse those additional seats, saying that this process should be straightforward. Incredible. The entitlement is off the chain. Again, why are we telling women that this is fine, right? Why are we telling women that it's okay to be so big? that you take up 3 airplane seats, bruh. Why are we doing this? Okay, why? Again, this country's so backwards, man. I don't understand. The FAA currently has no seat size requirement for airlines, with the average seat width in economy travel being 17 inches and 30 inches of legroom when a seat is pitched back, according to Reuters. Chaney also called on airlines to, quote, provide additional airport assistance to plus-size travelers if necessary, including wheelchair assistance and priority boarding, along with proper employee training to handle sensitive situations and provide appropriate customer service for larger passengers. Yeah, so basically, they want to be carried on the plane too. Not only do you got to provide us with free seats, reimbursements, you got to make sure nobody can say anything bad or mean about us. You also got to carry us on the plane too. Wow. This is incredible. This is comedy gold, bruh. Her petition also calls for larger size bathrooms for plus size travelers, saying planes should have at least one wheelchair accessible restroom. Again, so they want them to redo the whole plane, bro. Who gonna foot the cost for that? Is she gonna foot the cost for it? Who's gonna foot the cost for all this extra stuff they want on planes? You know, these planes, okay, they're very efficient, right? The airline industry has efficiency down packed when it comes to reducing costs, okay? All that stuff is calculated. The size of the bathrooms, the size of the seats, all that stuff is calculated, bro. She wants them to redo all that stuff because she's big, right? Absolutely incredible stuff. Again, I can't imagine, though. Some of them plane bathrooms are small. I don't know how some of these plus-size people, especially the ones that's bigger than 3 seats, right? You need 3 seats. I don't know how they get into the bathroom, bro, right? I don't know how they fit in there, dog. Wow. For bathrooms, the average size is around 24 inches wide, depending on the airline, which is 10 inches less than the average porta potty, according to the Wall Street Post. But the airlines and FAA aren't the only arm of air travel that Chaney has called out in the petition, with the TSA getting a piece of her mind with how they could better handle plus-size passengers. Quote, the TSA should implement clear guidelines for screening plus-size travelers, train agents on how to respectively interact with plus-size travelers, offer sensitivity training, and provide accessible screening equipment. Again, so she said she can't fit through the little the screening thing, you know, the little x-ray thing that you got to walk through with TSA. Are they having a problem getting through that too? Incredible. Chaney's petition has gained 3,951 signatures of her set goal of 5,000 as of Saturday morning. Chaney labels herself a plus-size travel, fashion, and lifestyle creator and has nearly 100,000 followers on Instagram. She also got a lot of followers on TikTok as well too. Okay, again, the grift is heavy here, right? The grift is heavy. Okay, I mean, this whole story is heavy. Okay, there's a whole lot of weight to this story. Again, the jokes write themselves. You know, look, man, just lose some weight, bro. I mean, let's keep it 100. Just lose some weight. Therefore, you don't need all these accommodations. But if this is the route they want to go, if they really want to make it fair, they should start charging by the pound, right? Airlines should charge by the pound. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.